a night that was. Church Holme camping in Danby Wiske. Absolutely fantastic place to stay. To be honest, it should be a fixed point on anybody's trip on the coast to coast, because I'd move the rest of my plans around to make sure that I ended up there for one night. Not only did I have a really good night's kip there in a beautiful secluded little campsite next to a church, hence the Church Holme. I got my washing done. I got dried. There was a dryer, there was washing tablets, there was fresh roasted local coffee, there was a breakfast bap. I had a breakfast bap that I needed planning permission to move in because it was that tall. She said to me, "I'm so sorry, I've bust one of your eggs, God bless her, so I've stuck another one in." And I'm like, oh dear, that's terrible. So absolutely over the moon with the stay there. I feel refreshed. The showers are to die for. I could go on and on and on about the place. I mean, they've got chickens there that are, for the kids. There's an old tractor for those who like a bit of agricultural history. There's the, I think it's a 12th century church, I'm not sure, but there's a lovely little church. There's a pub just up the road, so you've got fine dining, beer, wine, whatever you want. It's all here. So fantastic little stop, thoroughly enjoyed it. And I'll be coming back at some point with the family, I think, because I think they should share in it too. So well done, Church Holme camping. Anyway, we're on to day 7. Today's goal is to get to the Wainwright for a wild camp, and we've got 30 kilometres. I'm in moderate condition, still got a big hole in my right foot, despite all the measures that I've put in place with the foot management and all the rest of it. Permanently had a compede on it. I think it's just literally the shape of that foot that's causing the problem. So we're going to keep on top of that, regular airing of feet, regular foot glide, and maintain the dressing that's on there. But for now, we've got miles to munch, because that was a very late start for me. It's now, well, it's gone sort of 8:30. I wanted to be out the door for 8 o'clock. So anyway, let's get stuck in. Dear viewer, I have been neglecting you. So we've come off the road, we've turned left, we're crossing a series of never-ending fields. This one's rather nice, so I thought I'd share. Not quite the gladiator moment that I was hoping for, but hey, so no sepia tinted soft focus hands running through ears of corn, but you can have some stubble instead, eh? So I believe we're going to come up on a road in a minute and cross that road. So I'll bring you back if something magic or tragic happens. Right, so we've just doglegged left, right, across the road, and we're now heading down this rather uninspiring farm track. And yeah, I'll probably cut this in editing because it's boring, but we'll see. Pretty horses. There's been several incidences there where I've followed the route, as it were, to find that the path has actually moved, whether it's the people organising the coast to coast or the farmer has decided that he's doing something different from that field. And on this particular instance, I'm 90 metres to the left in direction of travel of the route, and it's lovely because I'm on a nice wide dry gravel track passing all these beautiful horses. Hello mate, how you doing? A beautiful horsey. Hello, hello, are we friendly? Hello, you are beautiful. Get that fly out your eye. Anyway, yeah, so the golden rule, especially what I've discovered after a bit of frustration, is you've got to stay on the navigation around built up areas. I mean, when you're out in the lakes, it's all fairly obvious. You've got well-worn paths, that are fairly clearly defined. You can see where you're headed. But here, everything's obscured by the next boundary, and you can't go hopping boundaries because farmers get upset. So you need to look at your map, go, right, I'm at the edge of this field, I don't want to be leaving by the bottom right hand corner for it. So put your map, phone, GPS, watch away, as it were, and then start looking for that exit point. And then each time you enter the next enclosure, do that. But yeah, other than that, we're doing well. My knees are starting to really seize up, but that's part of the course. That's what you expect when you're into this. So you know, we'll keep with the polling, and hopefully that will keep us moving. And in other news, North York moors are looking rather wonderful today and getting closer. So we are entering Ingleby Cross on the, oh, here we go, there's the camera, on the left hand side of this feature here. Be moving around to the high point just behind the power pylon, which is at the top of Canton Bank, and the trig point up there. So looking forward to that. That's our first descent of the day. It's all changed. There used to be the Halloween electronic owl there that used to say to you, I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. That was one of the highlights of this point. Oh wow, there is a barn owl actually on there. Hopefully I can zoom in post-production and get him. Send a picture, hopefully I can make him fly off. So there you go, unexpected bonus. Have yourself a live barn owl. I usually see them in the day. Oh, he's landed over by the train tracks. See if I can get closer to him. Oh, there he is. He's being mobbed by a crow. Crow's not happy with him being on his patch. Not happy with that at all. Crossing the train tracks. We just missed one, so we'll have our wits about us. Looking good. I have to say, a lot's said about this section of the walk. Some I agree with, some I don't. The walk up to Danby Wiske I thought was not so much tedious. I mean, it had some interesting parts. Bolton on Swale was immensely pretty. I saw those deer just outside of it, you know. There was the lakes, I can't remember what they were called before, the man-made wildlife sanctuaries. They were pretty. You know, even crossing Catterick Bridge was interesting, but the distance I was doing, the weather closed in a bit at the end. It made for a hard day yesterday. It was over 47 kilometres, and let me tell you, I felt it. So I'll be suffering for that for probably most of today, and yeah, it'll take me a bit to warm through and get back into my stride. But today so far, it's been lovely. The paths are well kept. It's very pretty. I've seen a barn owl already. Always a privilege to see a raptor in the wild like that. Yeah, it's been great. I've enjoyed it so far. So I had a little chat with a lady called Penny on the walk up. She's come up from that there down south, and yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Folks, they are inching closer and closer. Right at the top there, centre, that's an old transmitter tower that used to read broadcasts from London to Scotland. We'll be up there later today, so remember that point. And that is on of the Cleveland Way, where it co-joins with the coast to coast route as well, which we'll be following the Cleveland Way for the next couple of days pretty much. I'm just sat here chilling. I hear a munching noise to my right. Alright lasses, grass better over here is it than it was over there when I sat down? Proper inquisitive, come over to see what's going on. They're all acting aloof like, nah, we weren't interested in you mate. Now to do with you, we just prefer the grass over here. There it is. As our approach the A19 and XLB services. Bit of dodgy parking, toilets, drinks, Costa coffee, food supplies, you name it. Stone Willie's kitchen, oh, and smiling staff. There you go. XLB services, ladies and gentlemen. Taking the life into the own hands. Across the own. We made it! Somehow, live to see another day. Let's get off the road. Right, next stop, Ingleby, lunch. So, I'm in Ingleby Cross, eating my lunch, and as usual, I'm having my favourite, cracked black pepper and lime John jacket toppers on tortilla, and I have a friend. Say hello, friend. Of course, you're here for everything but food, aren't you? Is it? No? Okay. So you're definitely not here for the porridge, the chocolate porridge. Oh, sorry, the apple and cinnamon porridge today. But anyway, lovely to see. There you go. So Hugh Bell built this tower as part of the water supply to Arncliffe and Roundton. AD 1915. Another institution on the trail. A joiner's shop, coffee and kitchen. I've been in to bring my pups in here because they've got a dog wall on here. So there you go, we've completed 140 miles and we've got 50 to bang out. Let's get in there and get a reclaim of water. With the lens cap off perhaps, you pillock. Right, we're doing the climb, the ascent up to Beacon Hill now, which is above Arncliffe Woods. And this is where we link into the Cleveland Way for just over a day, and we depart ways just before we head up to the Lion Inn. Wainwright memories. Walking the Cleveland way, or Smotherly that way. There's Swainby that way. We're going this way. Still climbing up to Beacon Hill. Rather humid in here. A little bit buggy, but still pleasant at the same time. Looking out towards the Dales in the distance there. There's the A19. Tiny little cars running across it that we've just crossed. Nearly at the top of Beacon Hill. Not the worst day in the world. Just enough breeze for cooling. Beautiful. Let's continue up. We're coming up on the old BBC rebroadcast tower. It's currently being used for some other form of microwave link, I think, nowadays. But we've got quite an antenna farm growing in there, and that's what I pointed out on the horizon earlier today. But for now, there you go, the other side of the wall, there's our trig point. In the far distance, Billsdale TV mast. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that out. What else? There's Carlton Bank, which we'll be heading up in an hour or so. There's Whirl Hill in the foreground there. In the far distance, the pointy feature is the Rosebery topping. Right above Whirl Hill, I don't know if you can make it out on the horizon, that is Captain Cook's monument. Teesside's going to get some rain, and there's home. Enough for tonight. Caught a bit of a weather break there, in as much as I'm hell of a shower again. That's the second day in a row. Heavy thundery showers, not so much in the way of thunder though. I've scored a real blinder this time because I was in the woods, so that gave me enough time to get me wet-proofs on. Make sure that was all covered up, which is good. So yeah, Billy bonus there. Problem I've got now, time-wise, is I've got far too much time for the first time. So part of me's thinking about pushing on to Lord Stones, or on to the Line Inn, but that's considerably further and my knees are not overly happy, and that would be another meal that you know, another day's worth of food that I'd have to carry that distance. Doesn't sound like much, but remember, we're playing the long game here. We don't want to, you know, sprint for 30 seconds and then fail. We need to make it to the end. So yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to be sat on a hill in the rain for 2 to 3 hours waiting to put a tent up, because yeah, wild camping etiquette and that. You don't rub people's noses in it by putting your tent up in broad daylight. You wait until at least until it's nearly last light before you go ahead and put your wigwam up for the night. So anyway, other news, we're coming into Swainby at the moment, and yeah, hopefully the field at Heathwaite Green isn't absolutely waterlogged and rammed with Highland cattle like it has known to be. So I don't fancy getting absolutely dripping wet feet, although, you know, sometimes that's part of the course. But we'll see, we will see. For now, we're getting a bit of a sun shower, which is nice, because I'm toasty and warm in my Gore-Tex. open place. That was quite a strong rainstorm, similar to yesterday. Very, very hard, very fast. Anyway, we just turned off a marked point on the Cleveland Way and the coast to coast. We're crossing this field. This is usually filled with Highland cattle, by the way. Heading down over a stream crossing, those small houses up there, it's Heathwaite Green, and then we're going to contour around the hill, sticking to the right of the wood line, all the way up, culminating in the highest point, which is Colton Bank. Well, we're currently up in Livermore, Carlton Bank and Trig Point are at the highest point over there. Billsdale TV and antenna mast over there, and a wall of bad weather is over there, and it's headed this way. Oh goody! Oh well, that's what waterproof is for. Let's see if we can outrun it. It seems we've dipped a bit here with regard to the weather. It is absolutely hoofing it down. So yeah, this wasn't forecast. So I think I'm going to get myself into Lord Stones, which I believe is closed now, and get some Gore-Tex socks on, because my feet feel like I've just done a river crossing. Back of the net. Hey! That'll do me there. Bit of that stuff. Sun's coming out. It's looking a bit blustery and stormy, but I think it's going to be a bits and bats day, where we get weather coming in and then leaving. So it's going to be one of those annoying ones where it's too hot to wear your waterproofs, you take them off, put them away, and immediately it lashes down again. So that should be exciting. We'll take it as it comes. So for now, we're in sunshine, no complaints. It's super pretty in between showers. It's so fresh and clear up here, but there's just showers all over. There's a big one there, there's a big one over there, but you can see all the way. That's Carlton Bank, wrong, not Carlton Bank, that's Sutton Bank. Absolutely miles away, that, I think. That's where I think it is. Fairly certain it is. Absolutely miles and miles and miles away. That's like way over 20 miles. Beautiful, isn't it? Love being up here. It's true what they say, the closer you get to home, the stronger you feel. And I am feeling alright. If this was the Lake District and it chucked down on me like this, I'd be concerned. But up here, now I'm good. Well, here we are. Carlton Bank, Trig Point. Can't remember the altitude. I think it's anywhere between 300 or 400, something like that. Looking out towards the Falkner Seat, front and centre, and Round Hill, the highest point of the North York Moors, is in the centre of the screen now. And it's looking amazing in these showers and sunshine. It's giving it real contrast. Teesside's getting a bit of a pasting. Look at that weather front there. Should be an interesting night if I camp up on the Wainstones. I'm debating it now in my head. It's 15 more Ks to the Lion Inn, so I don't know we shall see. Right folks, just doing our descent now from Carlton Bank, heading down towards Lord Stone's country park, cafe, campsite, the lot. It's the fullish. So yeah, they're not open like, but I'm looking forward to getting undercover outside and changing my socks. This is another pivotal point on the North York Moors. The last place to fill up with water before lying in, and it's a great little cafe. And God bless them, they always leave a tap so you can fill up with water, and they always leave one of those up. So like now, the last heavy shower I got underneath it, put my Gore-Tex socks on that I've never tried before, so they should be interesting. And there you are. So a nice one. Big shout out to people at Lord Stone's. Thank you very much. Dead centre of the screen, right at the ridge line. That is the trig point at Carlton Bank. Down, Teesside is partially obscured. That next bank of weather, I don't know if it's fog or rain. I'm hoping on fog. We see there's a great eating down there, I believe. Yeah, on a good day from here, you can see the Penshaw Monument, Crossfell, Teesdale, the lot, Vernside, Ingleborough. There you go. And this is dedicated to Rambler Alec Falconer, 1884 to 1968, and they've built this lovely protected stone seat, which is lovely. It's not quite at the top of this hill, but it ain't far off. That is where we're headed today. That's our second climb, and behind it, obscured by cloud at the moment, is the Wainstones. And that's going to be our overnight tonight. Right, coming off Kringle Moor and Kirby Bank, looking up towards Coldmoor Summit. There's a slight opening there, centre of the screen. That is old mine workings, I believe, and there's a little bit of a cave opening, as it were, a mine opening there still left on the side. So we're going to summit that, come down the other side, and then head up toward the Wainstones. Our final destination for tonight. Hopefully we'll get there without any wind or rain and a bit of daylight left. So we've got weather to our left, looking down there towards the white building, which is Private's campground, the Scouts campground. And we have got weather moving through, but that just looks like mist to me. And there's plumes of mist rising up there. So yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a damp night. Hopefully it will stay dry and the wind will dry it all through by the morning, which will be good. Beautiful, look at that. I found myself a great spot. I mean, absolutely superb. Years and years I've been walking past here. Never thought once to look over this side. So it's particularly well hidden from the main path, which runs up that way. The wind's coming from over that way, and I was looking at camp literally on that corner. It's only 10 mile an hour wind tonight. It's the gusts that bother me, and also how utterly exposed that is. So if the forecast is wrong, that could be naughty. I know I need a decent night's kit because I'm grouchy when I'm tired, which has been most of this trip, to be honest. So apologies for the gash commentary. Anyway, we're on home turf, and we know pretty much where we're going. Had some heavy rain today. Hopefully that will have negated the old Langdale Moor fire completely. Put out all the fires, diffused all the unexploded ordnance, and there we go. Like I've been saying all day, I'm not scared of unexploded ordnance. It's the exploding stuff that bothers me. So yeah. That's another day, and we'll deal with it when it comes. So for now. I'm going to say ta-da for day 7. I'm going to get a feed, wait for the sun to go down a bit more, put up the wigwam and then get my head down for the night.